We've had 6 glorious days here, not just in weather, but in everything else, in all the blessings and all the achievements. And I give God praise for that. It's been great. I am definitely tired now. And our trip back to the UK is imminent. But I'm really pleased, as I've said, for what has been achieved. Today, departure day, has been an interesting one. We awoke early to have a final breakfast together, which was really lovely. It was good for us all to be able to sit together, to share of our individual experiences so that we could really unite in love and fellowship as to what this trip has truly done for us as a team. I have been honoured and privileged to be a part of the My Second Chance family this week, and it has been pure love and an abundance of blessings, as well as work, of course. Today, we were, as I said, we were able to share together and have breakfast, and after that we left to go on some trips. Imagine the final day, just before we go to the airport, we're doing trips, but these trips were really thought-provoking for me. We went to a place called Jamestown, which was a prison, or an ex-prison, shall I say. And prior to it being a prison, it was a place where they held slaves. You may ask, well, why would we want to or choose to go to a place like that? It's important. It's important to see what our forefathers, foremothers, ancestors went through, where the places where they experienced inequality, hardship. Sometimes, as hard as it is to see and to imagine, it's necessary to see where we have come from. It's necessary to see why we are doing what we are doing, because even from those days until now, there is still inequality, there is still injustice, social injustice. All we had to do was look around the streets and we saw people still sleeping on the streets, children sleeping under archways, and, as I said, while their parents are selling on the streets, they're just lying there. Very little food, very little clothes, no real place to live. To see that side of Ghana, Accra particularly, yeah, it was necessary to remind us of the need and what we need to keep doing, because yes, we are leaving today. Today we are going, but these people are here and left behind, and we can't stop doing what we are doing for the betterment of society and communities like Ghana. So yes, it has been thought-provoking, quite emotional, really, to see, even where they stayed. We were told that in like small places where 60 people were there at a time, half sleeping while half stood up, and then they just took it in turns to do that in darkness, no light. Yeah, very emotional, the trauma that they must have experienced. It was hard, and there are some places that even I couldn't go to because I just didn't feel kind of strong enough to deal with that. Nevertheless, God is still God, and helping us to make a difference in the lives of people. And it doesn't matter how small, the fact that we are doing it is what makes, what matters really. And that we are doing it for his glory, not ours, but to ensure that the lives of those that we can is enhanced, is better. So we're leaving Ghana today knowing that that has been achieved, and that we will continue to help and continue to help people even sustain themselves, which is most important.
Lobster, cassava, that's nice. So these are some of the local fighting for freedom. So British have to join here in the year 1950s and come out 1951, and we had it in 1957. So please celebrate.
What year did you say? 1957.
1950s. It was being jailed here in 1950s and come out 1951, and we had independence 1957. So this is the British Palace, King of Jamestown. So everyone that you see here are descendants of the chiefs, and he has passed away. Now that they want to choose a new one, people comes and force themselves. We are the next. We are the next.
For RAFFA, what next? Already we are looking at other projects. We are already looking at the projects that we are going on to support. RAFFA will be supporting projects in Botswana, in Nigeria, in Jamaica. There are schools there. We will also be, as I said before, supporting a school here in Cape Coast in Ghana. There is a place in Trinidad. So we've got lots of projects that we are still going to be raising support for. So my plea, I suppose, as I end day 7, final day of this Great Commission to Ghana, is to say, please continue to support my second chance, first and foremost, as RAFFA will be continuing to support this great initiative and these great projects, the Resource Centre, and also as they carry on to do their different conferences, we will continue to support. But also the projects that RAFFA will go on to provide additional support for. I was privileged to speak to the National Bishop of the Church of God of Prophecy of Ghana, and also the Bishop in Kenya as well, which was great. And I'll continue to be liaising with the church leaders across Africa when I go back, because, as I say, we have these projects across Africa and the Caribbean to support, and other areas as well, because we have we've been to other countries and supported from a distance. We will also continue to respond to the national disasters or international disasters that come. So my plea is that if you are watching this, then you continue to support RAFFA with donations of clothes, supplies, food, and even monetary gifts. We will accept, so that it can go forward to impact lives. I know that there is skepticism sometimes about donating to organizations like ours, because you don't know whether the people actually get the proceeds of what you donate. But I am making sure that whatever we receive, it will go 100% into making sure that the people get what they need, and that we will provide evidence of that happening so that you can see it firsthand. So I want to assure you that what we are doing is not for ourselves, but it's for the betterment of society, and it's so God can be glorified, because, as I said, it's not about us, it's not about RAFFA. It's about what God has actually deposited in this organization to fulfill. So I'm asking to continue to pray for us, continue to be with us, continue to just support us in whatever way you can, whether it be small or great, and encourage others to do so. And also, if you actually want to volunteer with RAFFA, please get in contact with me. You can go on our website, which is www.raffa.org.uk. So please check out what we're doing. If you can help, then please do. And if you can't give, then please pray. That's all I ask. So thank you. From me, Angela Clark, CEO of RAFFA International Development Agency, my sincere thanks. Continue to pray for us.